to make it so, you know. Plus, it's also, even if we did something like that, it's how the viewers look.
Oh yeah. What's that expression?
Morasayan.
Morasayan.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
See, this is the difference between me and you, right? You know, Levi touches someone, right? They're not going to have such a fit because it's just Levi Ford, right? But Rabbi Rav's touches, it blows my whole act. Because I've always prided myself that I don't go down to Matis Yahoo levels and start touching the women in the audience and all this stuff, right? I'm above the fray, you know, I'm above all that, you know. I hold to a higher level, you know, a higher standard.
But you'd be totally willing to cuss.
Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with that because that's not a big deal.
Yeah, so you could play the Tourette's rabbi.
No, I saw that episode. That was in the first season.
I haven't seen it.
That was like, it was like 11 years ago or something. So who is Blev?
Is Ben from Queens? You know Ben from Queens.
That's who Blev? Ben from Queens.
Ben from Queens.
Ben from Queens. Do I know you? I don't know. I don't know Ben from Queens. Do you know Ben from Queens?
I don't care about that. I wanted to keep the show focused.
Okay, so that's what's happening on that. So I'm going in tomorrow morning. I'm meeting with Larry tomorrow morning.
Awesome.
And we're going to work out the new script and everything, and start, you know, rehearsing.
All right.
And you know, if it works out, if we're both happy with it, because you know, whatever, then the filming, I guess, is the following week. And that's the story of that.
Oh, this is awesome. Way to go. So we had a suicide on Friday, just down the street from me. Like some guy, like, wonder why.
It wasn't me. That was the real news
I
story.
thought it was like,
no, you knew it wasn't me because the guy was driving a fancy car.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Why would a guy choose Pickford and Sherborne?
I can come up with many reasons. Maybe his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I figured there.
Or ex-wife.
Ex-wife, yeah.
You know, do you know who he was?
No,
or
I
anything?
don't.
Yeah, my first thing would be his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Like, he was going to go kill himself anyways, and he wanted to just go say fuck you to her one last time.
Yeah.
Or, look what you made me do, you
Yeah.
know, you bitch. You took all my money except for my Mercedes. And, or maybe it's his girlfriend, and he went over there to talk to her, and he caught her in bed with some guy. Maybe you.
Yeah.
You know, you ran back here in your bare feet.
Yeah, I grabbed my camera.
And what were you doing down there with your camera? What was that about?
I was making a movie with his ex-wife.
So, you know, I figured it's one of those two things. Either he went over to visit his girlfriend, and whatever, he got in a fight with her that precipitated he killed himself, or he was planning to kill himself, but he wanted to go fuck you to his ex-wife. So that was my first two impressions, but there's a woman who lives right there that has a lot of explaining to do.
Maybe he wanted his last meal to be a chocolate Danish from Schwartz's Bakery.
Somebody said that?
Yeah, Ellen. But James the Noahide wants to know, Levi, being a Blues Brother fan, and Froome, you find conflict when listening to the gospel music in the films. I love a lot of this music myself and just wondered how you go about it. I love gospel music, so I listen to gospel music whenever I feel like it, except during is it 3 weeks? Yeah, during the 3 weeks, and whenever you're not allowed to listen to music. But yeah, I like gospel music. I have no compunctions hearing songs about Jesus. And I'm not actually a Blues Brothers fan, so Blues Brothers doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh, really? Because I've always thought we are the modern-day Jake and Elwood.
And that's all Greek to me. I mean, if you say we are the modern-day Abraham and Jonathan, I mean, David and Jonathan, then that would speak to me, but...
So the crowd's pretty happy for me, so thanks, folks.
This is our biggest crowd ever.
Yeah.
Been 7.
Wow. Okay, so Henry's a little bit excited about me naked, so that makes me scared. Yeah. Still don't know who that Ben Folds 5 is.
Okay.
Wait, we're not done. Hey, oh. Ellen asks, is my lady going to be living with you? No.
She's going to be living here.
She's going to be living with you, Luke, of course. Will she be touching you? No. Wait, yeah, this is a great week for me. The truth is that, you know, this is what I told her. I said, listen, you know, the biggest thing of all was that she's coming out.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't care about the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like money comes, money goes, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to help me in life. What really helps me in life is I need a woman in my life, right? And her coming out to me is more than all the money in the world. So, and by the way, the answer that you want to give on these things, if there's a mitzvah that you can't do, if there's a Torah restriction, the answer is all the money in the world will not separate me from my Father in the heavens. This is what it says in Pirkei Avos, as opposed to what Bilam said. We learned Bilam and Balak a couple of weeks ago. Bilam said, you know, if you filled up a house with gold, I wouldn't do it. Meaning, if you gave me more than a house full of gold, I would do it. And he has a price. It's like, you have a price. I want you to think about that. You can't put a price on these things.
Is it because that if you went to the show and you touched a woman for the money, that like a few weeks later you'd start drinking again?